I just watched Over the Garden Wall from 2014. This is a kind of dark fantasy horror animated show. It's a mini series that was actually recommended to me by my son. He had seen this a few years before, had recommended it. I didn't get a chance to check it out until just now, and I gotta say, this is such an awesome animated mini series. I know you're saying this is a horror channel, you should be talking about horror. I will say this animated series has a lot of horror elements to it, which are really cool. It's the story of two half-brothers, I believe, Wirt and Greg. They are lost in the woods, and they're trying to find their way back home. And they run into a bunch of obstacles. They meet some friends along the way, but the friends might not have the best intentions. We also meet some strange characters like the woodsman, who's voiced by Christopher Lloyd, which is really, really cool. They're running from the beast, which is like this, I guess, mythical force in the woods, and the woodsman's trying to warn the boys of this beast. And so there's definitely horror elements. The other big actor in this is Tim Curry, who voices Auntie Whispers, who's another very weird kind of horror character as well. So it's really cool. It's done well. The animation style is awesome. The coloring is amazing. It's kind of like this like subtle, almost watercolor based animation, and there's like pops of color, especially with like pumpkins, and there's some reds. They go in this kind of carnival tent, which is awesome. So like if you're a fan of animation, this is top-notch animation. I will say this is by far one of the best watches you can have for the fall time. I mean, this looks like New England. You can feel the cold weather, leaves rustling, and they may have some snow come in a little bit later in the series. It's 10 episodes, but they all go by really fast. I think they're all under a half an hour, around a half an hour. So it really is an easy binge watch. The ending is pretty cool, how they tie it all in to, something that happened where this was maybe all in their heads. We're not sure of the ending. But I do like the idea that this probably didn't happen because they wake up in a hospital situation. There's really good humor throughout. There's good music. A lot of the animals like talk and things like that, which is cool. It's a little awkward, but it's fun. It's really fun and different, which I love. There's this running gag where Greg has a frog that he's befriended, and he names it different names throughout, and it's like his best buddy. And I think that's the cool part of this show, is the dynamic between the brothers. Greg is very careless. He's the younger brother. He's not really worried about anything. He's confident in his brother. Wirt is the older brother. He's going to lead him back home. Everything's going to be okay. But Wirt is very worrisome. He's awkward. I think he's doing the best he can, but eventually he gets frustrated. And, I think he kind of comes to that point, like the fork in the road. How's he going to act? Is he going to, be there for his brother or not? And I think, he kind of accepts his responsibility as the older brother in the end, which is really cool. And I think you do see a character arc that happens with him as well, where he becomes confident in who he is, because I think that's what this is about too, where he's really not confident in himself. So that's cool to see at the end. I gave it a 4.5 on my letterbox. I strongly recommend this if you haven't seen it. And if you have, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is this one of your favorite animated shows ever? Is this the perfect watch for the fall, for this time of the year? Let me know in the comments.